All right, we are live. Hello to anyone out there who sees after the fact. Pretty much just doing a random live stream today, maybe for an hour, maybe two. We'll see what happens, but hopefully everyone's doing okay. Everyone's doing fine. I'm not creative. Hello there. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, just figured there's no plan to do this. It was just again I'm going to do some stuff later in terms of videos, but before I did that, I figured I would just do a little live stream before. So again, this will be probably for an hour or 2 hours. I didn't know specific topic. It's just me spitballing and talking to the chat and all that stuff. Hey, Attenchi fan, how are you doing? How's everything going? You're new to the channel, love it? Thank you. I appreciate that. There's not much to love, but even if you find a little bit to love, I appreciate it. Thank you. It's very nice of you. And there's not much to love, but I appreciate the kind words. So there you go. Hey, Jake Ward, doing well? Don't know if I've seen you on here before, but nice to meet you, Jake Ward. Yeah, you might have been on before. I just don't recognize the name. I apologize for that. Thank you, Attenchi fan. I appreciate that. Hey there, Alterito. Pitch Perfect 4. I didn't see 3. I didn't see 2, and I didn't see 1. So why do I care about 4? It's been a while since I've been here. Ah, okay. No problem. Appreciate you coming back. EM, Kevin, Danny, I am doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys get set for hopefully a good and safe weekend. Dan, there's no topic or anything. It's just be spitballing and talking to the chat and stuff. Seems to be the easiest, more comfortable streams to do. That's cool, Danny. Yeah, Drew. I mean, I'm not really a fan of that franchise. So, yeah, you don't really need to see Omen 4 or the remake. You really don't. Because if you don't like what's before it, you definitely not going to like what's after it. Alter Ego, I've never seen The Maze Runner. Yeah, a copy of The Beekeeper. Cool. Cool. I enjoy that film. Could I find it on Amazon? I looked the other day and Amazon, it was like out of stock on Amazon, which is interesting. Couldn't find it on Amazon. That was weird. So I like to pick up The Beekeeper sometime. The Fall Guy, maybe. I haven't gotten any requests for it. Um, but I like Ryan Gosling. I like the concept. Didn't watch the trailer because most trailers give away the entire movie. But again, haven't gotten any requests for it. But would I be interested? Sure. Rappers that I hate. I don't know if there's any rappers I'm just not a big rap guy in general. So I'm the wrong guy to kind of ask about that. I've never been a big rap guy. There's few I don't mind. Some bits of Eminem, Kanye West, Dance's Paradise by Coolio. Rest in peace to him. I'm not like a huge rap guy. Hey there, Alex Boot Collector. Thank you, EM. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, Corey Feldman. It should be against the law for him to sing ever again. His ton should be notarized. Do you like the Darker Side of the Night song from Friday 30 Part 8, yes, it's one of the only things I like about it. Do I lift weights? Only when I piss. Only when I take a leak do I lift weights. Do you hate Tupac? I don't hate Tupac. I don't hate Tupac. He's definitely one of the better ones. OJ passing away. Congrats. Hope he's enjoying the barbecue. Oh, a friend of mine sent me this. Actually, one of the guys at Deadpit a long time ago sent me this. It's a Rambo Raft shirt, but it's done kind of like the one of the older Mellow Yellow cans. Even has the Mellow Yellow thing there, so I thought that was really nice. I don't wear it as much as I should, but that was really cool. Yeah, they were nice enough to send that to me, so that was really neat. Well, DV's music, I did beat the game. It'll be about 20 parts. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, but if you've seen the videos, you already know. MacGruber sucks. On Broadway, why would I ever watch that? Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. I talked about that in the Metallica album review, Alex Movie Collector. You do feel free to watch that if you want to hear my thoughts. Oh, thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a very nice gift. Never played the 2D Metroid, so I can't say anything about it. Who has more charisma on screen? I mean, you know my favorite's Stallone, so I'll go with Stallone. But yeah, not too bad so far. Not too bad. Just take it easy. How is Michael Keane doing today? I don't know. You you'd have to ask him. You should definitely play Super Metroid. Well, if I'm ever requested it, we'll see. Hey Orc, hope you're doing well, man. I know you're on the Dead Pit stream the other night in the chat. Hope you're doing well today. Yes, but Gruber was a Saturday Night Live sketch, and then they made a movie. I don't think Ben Stiller. Well, he didn't star in it. I don't know if he was in it. Will. It was someone with Will Arnett or the other Will. There's one of the Wills that I think that starred in MacGruber. I forget which Will it was. I know not Will Ferrell, but like one of the other Wills. Oh, thank you, EM. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the stream, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words. Will Forte, there you go. People in the chat know. Thank you, EM. I appreciate that. But no, I'm not MacGruber. Give me MacGyver any day over MacGruber. Lethal Weapon, Super Nintendo, never played that. Nope, never played that game. Can't say I have. I know there's one for Nintendo and one for Super Nintendo, but yeah, never played them. Red Hood. Well, yeah, I've seen the animated film Batman Under the Red Hood, which I enjoyed. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed Batman Under the Red Hood. I thought that was a fun movie. I enjoyed that. I thought that was quite decent of an animated film. So never read them in the comics, but I know from some of the animated movies. Alex, never heard that song. Bobby, hello there. Hope you're doing well. Star Wars: The Throne trilogy. Well, that's cool, Charles. Never played Nintendo 64. Never owned one, so never played the games for it. Steven Seagal Media. I don't think I've seen you on here. You lost a close friend Wednesday night. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I don't think we've ever met. I don't recognize the name, the username. But either way, if you lost a close friend, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that happened. Uh, Never wish that on anybody. Wish you the best and hope things will get better. And I guess the best way to put it is day by day. Just take it day by day. That's the best we can all do. So, whoever your friend was, I'm sorry that happened. I wish them to rest in peace and sorry that happened, man. Cheers to your friend. Premier, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. James, nah, I never really felt that way. No, not really. What if Tom Holland plays Freddy Krueger? How about no? Alex, hello there. Hey, Dartmouth Spider. Well, I haven't looked on the Facebook yet, so I have to look on that later, Dartmouth Spider. So I'll look at that later. Thank you for that. Again, I'll look on that later, but thank you. Take care, Alterito. Hey, TOTM. Hope you're doing well. Your dad's at the hospital, Danny. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Wish him the best. And just sort of a laid back, low down stream. Just again talking to the chat. Mostly just hellos and things of that nature. I don't know anything about the Halo series. I know nothing about it. I don't have an Xbox anyway to play any of them. So, I mean, maybe if I ever find like a modded Xbox that has like all the older Xbox games, but haven't found one of those yet. But no, never, don't have an Xbox, never played any of the older Xbox games. Well, Heavy Metal Turtles, sorry to hear that. Aragorn, hello there. Wilfro number one, I gave up watching Chucky after the first couple episodes. So I don't know anything else about it. Favorite arcade game at a movie theater? I mean, the movie theaters I went to didn't really have much for arcade games except uh, ones with guns. But I mean, if you're talking about just arcade games in general, I would go with the two Ninja Turtle ones and Aliens. Well, hey, James, I mean, I'd be down for that. That's cool, Alex. Yeah, I'm glad you like Firewalker. I've always enjoyed that one. My Girl films, never seen them. Doom 3 is my favorite Doom game, but I did like Doom 2016 quite a bit. Well, that's good to hear, Danny. I'm glad he's getting better. Time Crisis, yeah, that was the games at the theaters when I went to it. The gun games. Time Crisis was the name of it. That's cool, Marcus. Hey, John, the Zero Cool. I hope you're doing well. Willfro number one. I barely remember the granny. I think I've seen it. I don't remember a thing about it. Oh, that's cool, Danny. That's cool to hear. Bruce Almighty, not a bad movie. That's cool that you're watching that. Yeah, Rayo State Invasion. I saw your comment. I don't know what that had to do with my Fargo season one review, which you put it under there. Because I'm looking through comments, I'm like, what does this have to do with Fargo season one? So I'm like, okay. I don't know what Harry dying in Silent Hill 3 has to do with Fargo season one. As I'm reading the comments, I'm going, did I mention it in the review? I don't think so, but okay. Hey there, Freddie Lit. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thoughts on canceled Godzilla movie called A Space Godzilla? Nothing to do with Space Godzilla. It's about a Godzilla was a lady and died from diabetes and turned to a spaceship. That sounds like the worst idea since herpes. How? Why don't you just have Godzilla be just a giant dildo and stick it up Mothra's urethra? Why don't we just have that be a movie if that was the case? How about Godzilla turns to Corey Feldman and then he starts dancing like Michael Jackson into the sun? So why don't we make that movie? So that sounds like a movie that I would want to die from AIDS from. So how about no to that movie? How about no? The Runestone, didn't see it. Oh, no problem, Radio State Invasion. No problem. That's cool, Peter Freak Out. Glad you enjoyed the film. I haven't seen it. Stretch Burno, hello there. Favorite Ron Howard film? That's tough. I do like Apollo 13. I don't know if that'd be my favorite, but that's definitely up there. Godzilla Minus One in 4K. I don't even know when it's coming out. I don't even know what the release of it and when it is. DV, that would take like 30 minutes to get into the whole Corey Feldman thing. So I'm not going to. That would literally take me like 30 minutes to do it, man. So, nah, that's okay. Sometimes they come back. Decent movie. I liked it. Favorite SpongeBob SquarePants character? I don't have one because I don't watch the show. Well, I've seen those Godzilla films, Barrage Nights. My favorite was GMK, where Godzilla was like a deadite and a badass. So Godzilla Final Wars was fun in a Rock'em Sock'em B movie way. But yeah, GMK I like the most out of those. And I think I actually have that Blu-ray over here. Yeah, down there. Oh, thank you, Freddie Lit. Thoughts on the runes? More like the runs. You didn't mind it? I did. I mean, if you want characters that suck, if you want characters that are unlikable, and they get killed by a bunch of plants, plants that for some reason sound like phones and cell phones, I guess you could like it. But to me, I'm like, this and kiss my grits and kiss my ass. I mean, people like that film. That's fine. I don't know why, but it's not for me. I'm like, okay, these phones, the flowers just happen to sound like cell phones, and people get killed by plants, and there's no one to root for, and has a downbeat ending anyway. Mirage Knights. At one point, I had reviews of the Godzilla, but sadly, a lot of them are gone. I think a lot of those are gone, but I know my favorite Godzilla versus Smog Monster, Godzilla versus Megalon, but I think Sally. What movie are you most excited for the boost exploitation box? Well, my favorite is Enter the Game of Death, just to see how the picture quality of it happens to be on there. Because I love that one, Enter the Game of Death. I had a DVD of it, but I would like to think this will be much better quality. Also, The Dragon Lives Again, where Bruce Lee fights Dracula with the help of Popeye. I took down my review of the wet ones. I felt a bit bad. Well, it's not the only reason, but one of the reasons. The guy who made it passed away, and I said some like harsh things because it's a horrible, terrible movie. But I mean, the guy passed away, so if I were to review it again, I would still be honest on the movie, but I would be less harsh personally on the guy because I mean, the guy passed away, so I'm like, maybe his family or friends see it. I don't know. I don't want to seem too much of an ass, if that makes sense. I think Wig Wolf is the guy's name. I still kept the other one. I'm not going to delete both of them. I think there was another one, but at least this one. Who knows? Probably Metroid Prime, James. Hey there, Michael. Thank you, Dingus Khan. I appreciate it. I don't have a personal preference for audio on the Terminator. I don't have a preference. Panic and Needle Park, never seen it. Oh, whoops, I forgot that. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen the documentary, but I'm curious to hear that too. Nope, James, nothing to apologize for. I still love playing games, even if I suck at them. I still love playing them. No, Metro Prime is just not for me. But I hope it makes for people to laugh, and that's all that matters. Thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate it, man. Thoughts on another canceled Godzilla movie called Godzilla Reborn? It was going to be a sequel to Godzilla 2000. It was made here in America. Jamie Lee Curtis, Bruce Campbell, and Godzilla fights a lava bat. Any Godzilla movie with Bruce Campbell, I would be in. That I'd be down for. What happened to that movie? Bruce Campbell in a Godzilla movie? Hi there, MTV Productions, as well as everyone else. So wait, there was a Godzilla movie where Bruce Campbell and they canceled it? How come I never heard this before? I never heard this before. What the hell? I never knew this was a thing. And Jamie Lee Curtis. I would like to have seen that. I don't like Godzilla 2000, but an American Godzilla film with Bruce Campbell and Jamie Lee Curtis? I would have been down for that. What the hell happened to that one? What about the film The Ritual? That one is great. I think I reviewed it. I liked it. I liked it. I like the look, the concept of the creature. I like how the creature played with the people's minds, their fears, especially the lead guy who had this bit where his there was a robbery and he couldn't save his friend, and so it's like making him relive that to keep him steady for the creature to try to kill him. I didn't mind the build up. I didn't mind the dialogue between the characters. I like the ritual. Of course, I think when I reviewed that, I was positive some people got pissed at me. How could you like that movie? I liked it. So yeah, I did like that film. I thought that was pretty good. I think I reviewed it. It might not, I don't know if it's still up, but I know I reviewed it one time. And thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate it, man. Really enjoyed the Appetite for Destruction Guns N' Roses album review. Love Guns N' Roses, my favorite band and album. Do you have a favorite Slash song? Slash. I mean, my favorite song is Welcome to the Jungle, but my favorite Slash solo is The End of November Rain. You know, bow, down, 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 bow, down. And then they used in Godzilla Thor Love and Thunder, which was like the only thing good about that movie was that music. But I would say that one would be the November Rain, how it ends, that solo. So my favorite Guns N' Roses song is Welcome to the Jungle, but my favorite Slash solo is that bit of November Rain. So never played Outlast. You know, it's funny. Like a year ago, there was someone like, "Hey, could you get this game? And if you do, I'll send a request for you to play it." So I got the game, and then I never heard back from the guy. So it's still on my PS4, but I never played it because the guy never sent in the request. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Maybe something came up. But just tell me then. Like, that's fine. I'm not going to get mad. Just tell me about it. Just be upfront. Hey, something came up. Okay, that's cool. It's like, but oh well. I bought it. It's there now. Hey there, Scotty. Uh, who would you want to be the villain for the next Godzilla movie? I don't really care what the next American Godzilla movie is. I mean, well, I mean, DV, be my guest if you want. I would gladly do it. That's up to you, though. I did hear about the documentary. I've ranted about it because that Aliens documentary is going to be $100 for a Blu-ray or $50 digital, which is ridiculous. Oh, no problem, Preminator. No problem. I appreciate it. Uh, sorry, I haven't gone to the Aliens commentary yet. I'm still. Uh, Stallman was thinking maybe this Sunday, but then I know CK says he's willing to do it, but he's busy for the next week. So we'll see about sometime next week. Otherwise, if CK can out, I just to make it like you know as grand as we can, because I appreciate it, Preminator. But yeah, if anyone does want to request Outlast, be my guest, man. Uh, I tried Alone in the Dark New Dimer for PS1. The video's up. Scotty, a decent amount, so I can't complain. Thank you to the people out there for being so generous. Thank you so much. No, the Aliens is about the second film only, and it's $100 for the Blu-ray or $50 digital. It's a documentary on just the second film. I don't know why it's $50 digital and $100 Blu-ray. I'm not buying it. I have no idea why that would be that price. No, no problem, Preminator. I don't remember the score for Rumpelstiltskin. It's been a long time since that movie, since I've seen that movie, so I don't remember the score. I don't know how long the documentary is, but I don't care how long. $100 for a Blu-ray for one documentary is stupid. Hey, Rich. Hope you're doing well, man. Oh, thank you, Bobby. It's funny that some people mispronounce your username like Rambo Ralph for life or something like because some people it's hard to say. Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's same with just Raphael the Ninja Turtle. Constantly. you will hear people call him Ralph, Raphael. That's a constant thing. They call him Ralph, Ralphie. I'm like, Ralph, he's not, Ralph Wiggum. He's not the kid from A Christmas Story. Like, he's not Ralph. So, but I mean, so it's not just my username, it's just Raphael in general. They keep calling him Ralph. I guess it's just maybe easier for people to say, or because Raphael is not a common name. So they just say Ralph. But thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that, man. Hi, Jesse. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Favorite subgenre of horror? Creature features, really. Because some of my favorites include Leviathan, John Carpenter's The Thing, Tremors, Deep Rising, and those all fall into the creature feature category. So I would say creature features. I've seen a couple episodes of Animaniacs. I think I've reviewed a couple on the channel. Never saw the reboot. Predator, Terminator. I never was scared of those movies. I would say Terminator feels more like horror, but I mean they both feel like horror. JT, hello there. The same ones they're doing the Aliens documentary, they're going to do one for John Carpenter's The Thing. Great to charge another $50 to $100 that I'm not paying for. There's farting Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem toys. I'm not surprised. There's really farting Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem toys. Well, kind of proved all the point I said in my review of that movie. And then some people got butthurt about it, but I'm like, yep, this is the kind of movie it is to have these kind of toys. I'm not surprised. Again, it kind of proved my point. Yellow Devil, hello there. What would you do if you saw the blob oozing out of the blob case? Up there, I'd be dead. It would get on me and I'd be dead. So I wouldn't have. Will I still buy what? I'm not buying the Aliens documentary, and I'm not buying the John Carpenter's The Thing documentary. If it's $1,500, I'm not buying them. Nope, I will not. Those unless you're asking about those farting Ninja Turtle toys, I'm not buying them either. Oh, thank you, Sean. Well, to be honest, the original video had audio problems because I was using the old microphone like this, so audio would cut out using that microphone. So this, at least, the audio will be better. Thank you, Bobby. You're being generous. Thank you so much, man. What if you're in a room where grown people sound like kids while talking about gummy bears and the door is open and you snatch a bag of gummy bears and ran out? Uh, so I stole gummy bears from a bunch of midgets? Well, grown people that sound like kids, so they're not as tall as kids. So, uh, so I stole Grand Theft Larceny of gummy bears. I guess I'm eating them. I'd be like, "Where's the gummy worms?" I would go back, steal the gummy worms, and then come back and have a gummy jamboree. Take all the gummies for myself. It's been a long time since I've had gummy bears or gummy worms. And no, I've never had gummies of the illegal kind, unlike some people out there. Never have. Just not for me. So, yeah, I mean, I guess if I ever steal them, why not? Yeah, those gummy bear commercials. I don't know how long the documentaries are. I don't care how long they are. I'm not paying $50 for a digital for a documentary of anything. It's ridiculous. Hey, Zach D. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Sean. Uh, you saw all three, Michael. That's cool. First movie I saw in theaters, I cannot remember. I can't remember. I don't really have much more of those. Oh, that's cool, Yellow Devil. Uh, the Aliens documentary is $50 if you want the digital. If you want the Blu-ray, it's costing you $100. Why would you pay $100 for a Blu-ray of just a documentary? I have no idea. Who would win, Xenomorphs or Death Angels from A Quiet Place? I don't, you know what? It's been forever since I've seen A Quiet Place. I don't even remember the creatures, what they look like. The first DVD I collected, I can't remember that. It's been so long, I can't remember that. No, I probably saw only the first Spider-Man in theaters. The others I probably just saw on DVD. Everything's going okay, Zach D. It's going all right. Cannot complain too much. Just sitting here, relaxing, doing a stream. The weekend is approaching us. Pretty much here. Video Master, I don't know. That'd be tough to think about. I mean, Rambo, Raphael would be two of them. That's why they're part of my username for five favorite fictional characters of anything. I would say, okay, Rambo, Raphael, Ellen Ripley, uh, Ash from Evil Dead, and Chance Boudreaux from Hard Target. What alternate ending of Alien are you talking about? Xenomorph, I would say I like their designs more. Radio Snake. The first DVD you bought was the Missing in Action 3 pack. Cool deal. Cool choice. I liked all three of those movies. Six Men Marlon Wayans wasn't a fan. I thought it was pretty lame. Marvel films, I like the earlier ones. Iron Man, Thor, Doctor Strange, the three Captain America films. Lately, not so much. Oh, that's cool, Scotty. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a watch as soon as I can, man. No problem. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. If I were to buy fake glasses I would use to play a character like Cody Santana or Chad Castleton, my guy would be named Bruce Williams. Hey, why not? If it's enjoyable and if you enjoy it and makes you happy, go for it, man. To me, I'm like, I don't need fake glasses. I need real glasses or anything. But hey, if you want to have fun while making a video, go for it. Why not? Yeah, I know Scott Adkins was in the first Doctor Strange, but he had really nothing to do in it. The first Blu-ray I got, I can't remember that either. I can't remember the first Blu-ray I got. My cowboy name, I don't really think of a cowboy name. Lord of War, I know I've seen it one time, but I can't remember anything about it to be perfectly honest. By the way, nice to meet you, gun guy. I don't think I've seen you on here. Laser surgery at 18? Hmm. Wonder how much that costs, laser surgery. No, that ending of Alien would have sucked. Glasses, probably when I got into from middle to middle school. It was around middle school. Started wearing them. Why is Scott acting so underused in movies? I have no idea. You'd have to ask him. Hey, John. I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I was born in '83, but I didn't see T2 or Jurassic Park in theaters. I was born in 1983. It was $2,000 back in 2017. A lot more now, I'm sure. Jesus. I'm not a fan of really any of the Omen films. They're not really my cup of tea. Jalen Slowwater Baines, I do remember you, man. How's it going? I do remember you. Do you remember me? Of course I remember you. I always got you, I will admit though, this is how stupid I am. I always got you confused with someone else, with the person that sent me this. There's a person that sent me this. I always got you confused with someone else. I'm like, was that the guy? Was it another? Because I'm stupid, but this gift here, I always got confused with someone else because I'm an idiot. That's one of the reasons. But yeah, I do remember you, man. Just believe me. So that is you. Okay, yeah, that is you. That's what I thought. See, uh, that's what I'm saying there. This is the guy who sent me this. Because it's been forever since you've been on here. I'm sitting there going, did I do something to make him mad? Just like I've showed this so many times. I've talked about how this is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten in my life, and that's why I like put it like in every video or every stream at least in the background. I'm like, this is one of the best gifts, and this is the guy who sent it to me. So I still don't know how the hell you got this, man. I don't know how, but again, it is literally one of my all-time favorite gifts of anything. So, but yeah, I remember you disappeared. I'm thinking, did I do something to make him mad? Did I say something wrong or something? But I'm always thankful of that, man. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well, man. That's Danny Glover. Yes, I know it's Danny Glover. Favorite movie of 1983? It is Uncommon Valor. Hi there, Sam. Trains Reich. Haven't watched much of it. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that, man. Sometimes it is tough to pick my favorite spot, like for characters, Godzilla and Todera, Dreams Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibbs, Extra, Food Pizza Hut. Oh, you to pick your favorites. I can understand that. Like your favorite characters are Godzilla and Todera, your favorite dreams are Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb, and you don't know which one thing to pick. Your favorite food. I can understand that. It's always hard to pick your absolute favorite. I can understand that. Still worries, Bobby. At least you know in the general ballpark of what it is. So at least that's something. So nothing wrong with that. Uh, Lieutenant Harrigan quote, you know what you're dealing with. It's like you cut off my dick and shove it up my ass. uh, let's see. You want me? Here I am. Hey, the door swings both ways. Okay, this is a team. You remember that. Go fuck yourself. Love Lieutenant. I love Harrigan. That'd also be up there as one of my favorite characters. Love that character. So, which Omen was the most tolerable for you? I guess Omen 2. Queen's Right. I know what Queen's Right is. I just haven't heard much of their songs. Any movie streams like theaters today, well, that I was able to get to and go to, Aliens Special Edition or Hard Target or Rambo 2. I would say between Aliens and Rambo 2. Van Damme or Arnold, I like both, but I'll choose Van Damme. Darth Maul, I liked him in Phantom Menace. I liked him in that. I mean, he was a cool look, but they killed him off too soon. I think if they made him the main villain in the three movies, that would have helped. I've seen the Green Inferno movie. It sucked. Favorite character in The Outsiders? I don't have a favorite character in it. Uh, the Apollo 18 rot. I forgot about that. Well, if it wants revenge, well, yeah, yeah, Jet Squat. Yeah, Aliens came out in 4K, but that's the AI enhanced where they smoothed everything out and removed all the grain. But if you don't care about that, then yeah, you can go get it. I got some fan copies of Aliens 4Ks, so I just have those. Effects from 1981, I thought that film was awful. I thought it was really boring. It kind of meandered. It wasn't focused. And the ending was just this lame ass bullshit. Fuck that movie, in my opinion. I don't do much commenting. That gift and the Crocodile Dundee knife, I would only do for someone really worth it. You're an OG and deserve much more recognition. I still have that knife too. I mean, it's in a place where I have it for protection. I'll put it that way. And I don't want to show it because YouTube don't like that, which is stupid because their entire channel's dedicated to that. But YouTube, you know how YouTube is, they get butthurt on anything. But I do have that right over here in case someone wants to try something. But it is sharpened too. But no, thank you, man. I sincerely appreciate it. I say that is one of the best gifts I've ever had in my life to this day. That's why I have it there right behind my shoulder and every pretty much every stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bobby. You've been very generous. Thank you, man. Pastel's Pizza and Pasta is up there with the best pizza. It's the type of pizza you get at a bar. Small and mediums are triangle and large is square. Never had that. They don't have that around here. Pastel's Pizza and Pasta. Never had that, so I don't know the taste of it. Don't know how it tastes, how it is. Like I say they don't have that around here, but that's cool. Uh, I do remember having pizza where they cut in the squares. I do remember that. Been a long time. I forget where I got it from. Godzilla killed Superman the comics. Never read those comics. 4K physical media in general, I don't really buy a whole lot of 4K. I mean, if it's a film that's one of my favorites and there's new features and other stuff, cool, but I don't go out of my way to get 4K because a lot of times the picture quality is not that much better than a Blu-ray. So it's only for like my all-time favorite films I'll get it for because this has got a 4K and the Blu-ray is a newsstand because they do that a lot. It's a 4K Blu-ray combo, and the Blu-ray has a new stand, so at least you got that along with the 4K. Mars Attacks, I was never a fan of. I think one of the mistakes they made is they tamed it from the trading cars because the cars were much more violent and gory, and that's kind of the appeal. The appeal of the Mars Attacks trading cars was how violent and viscerally gory they were, and they made it PG-13 where they died from yodeling. What the hell? Like, why would you take trading cars that are so violent, Mars Attacks, and have them die by yodeling and make it PG-13. It makes no sense. I live it in one. Hey there, man. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Dark Goldust. I appreciate it, man. Did you know Maul survived, returned in Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels? Yes, because one of the movies they try to have Darth Maul in. I think it was a Solo, a Star Wars movie. One of the live action movies, they had like a deleted scene where Darth Maul had like electronic legs or something, and he was alive. It was Solo. Okay, that's what it was. So yeah, so I didn't know about that. I'm surprised they didn't put him in that Obi-Wan Kenobi show. If that's the case, I am surprised they didn't put him in that Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But I lived in one. Hope you're doing well, man. The Predator 4K, it is very good. I yep. Uh, Little Caesars used to be a bit rectangle with square pieces. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay then. He survived getting cut in half. Well, did he get sucked into outer space? I know he fell down the hole, but I didn't know he went in outer space. Haven't seen King Cobra. Obi-Wan, I got requested the first episode and it sucked. I think the guy knew it sucked as well because I didn't get any more requests for it. The worst to best Predator. Well, the worst one is the Predator. The best one, my favorite is Predator 2, then Predator 1, then I don't know after that. That'd be tough. Grand Canyon, never been there. Dante, hello there. Oh, well, thank you. I live in one. Wow. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Not sure if somebody asked you about this. Did you know that Wesley Snipes is coming back as Blade in MCU? Really? Really? Please don't. Please don't do that. Please don't. Wesley, don't do it, please. What the way the Marvel is nowadays, it's kind of a sad state of affairs to come back to. Uh, I mean, where would he even pop in? Deadpool and Wolverine? I mean, that would be fantastic, but I don't think that would be the case. I think that would be way too soon. Secret Wars? I mean, great. We have all these lame crap heroes, and then we have a badass like Wesley Snipes coming in. I'm sure they'll do it because, like people say, they're desperate. They're desperate for attention. They're desperate for nostalgia. What did people like? People liked Blade back in the day, and Blade 2. People liked Wesley Snipes, and it's going to get people talking. And well, here's the thing, though. That Blade film has been like shit canned over and over and over again, and like they had a script and they dumped it. Uh, I love Wesley Snipes. I love Blade 1 and 2. But how would he even fit in this universe of Marvel nowadays? How would he even fit? How would he even fit? Does anyone know that? How he wouldn't fit? I mean, what, he's going to be among Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, uh, who else? Ant-Man, Thor going over his fifth midlife crisis. I mean, just do, okay, I'm so against sequels. If you get the right director and you do a final Blade film with the right director and the right script, keep it R rated. Wesley Snipes is older. Maybe Blade has some kind of sickness where he's getting his age is going a bit slower. And like, you have one final bit. I believe they don't treat him as bad as Michael Keaton's Batman. Yeah, that's the fear. That's the thing is you bring him back for nostalgia. You bring him back to get people into the theater. Oh, I remember this. I remember this from my childhood. I remember this from my teen years. It's same with the comic book industry. When sales are going down, find a gimmick, find a marketing gimmick to bring back the hopeful sales. Sometimes you got good stories like the death of Superman and then the return of Superman. But it's like, okay, here's a gimmick. So do a crossover, kill off the character for like a year, then he's brought back. Some desperate gimmick to get butts in the theaters. But at this point, I think more and more people are seeing through it. The Flash did not do well. Even with Michael Keaton coming back, it lost money. It lost at least with marketing, at least $200 million. They see 155 million, but I don't think they accounted for marketing. So at least 200 million it lost. So there you go. Which community post Radio Snake? I don't have Predator 2 on 4K. I just have the first one. Well, actually, I do have Predator 2 on 4K. I think. Yeah, I do. I do have it. Yeah, someone sent it to me. Yeah. Yeah, it's right there. I see it right here. Yeah, it's good. So it's good. If you like the film, sure, why not? I mean, there's no new features, so that's an issue. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. What if in X Men Apocalypse they have Wolverine fight Apocalypse? I'm sure that's a missed opportunity to do so. Um, I don't know if it would have mattered with that movie. That movie would have sucked regardless if that happened. That movie would have sucked regardless if Wolverine was in it more or not. So it would not have mattered. Official Vaughn, hello there. A new sequel for Blade if Stephen Norrington came back. That'd be interesting if done right, of course. Heather Alex Burns. Yeah, Sony. I don't care what Sony's doing, to be honest. Predator 2 does have a 4K, yes. Yeah, Ezra Miller should be in jail. That's true. Uh, I don't want a Doctor Strange 3 though. And who gives a shit about Elsa Bloodstone? Swamp Thing? I don't know how Wesley Snipes would fit into Swamp Thing. And fuck Doctor Strange 3. The second one was bad enough. Lord Draugr, hello there. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, when they were doing that new Blade film, the script, they made it seem like it wasn't going to be about Blade. It was about like Blade's daughter or something. No wonder it hasn't been made yet. I think even the director quit. Did you hear that both Brie Larson and that woke actress from She-Hulk are pissed at Ryan Reynolds for cutting them both out of Deadpool 3? So they filmed it and then he cut them out? Good. Good. I mean, if that's what happened, that's hilarious. That means Ryan Reynolds knows what people want. He knows people don't want those two, so fuck them. It's like I remember. Well, actually, it's someone had requested for me to do movie news and about Dwayne Johnson, how he's like late to movie sets and he's pissing the water bottles, and like him and Ryan Reynolds had a fight during Red Notice because The Rock was being late. Apparently, had like a big fight argument because Ryan Reynolds is like, "Stop being late. What are you doing? You're wasting people's time." I don't know if that's all true. I mean, I found out later that he does. The Rock does piss in water bottles because, like, at the gym, apparently his gym has no bathrooms for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, the big rumors that him and Ryan Reynolds had a big argument on Red Notice. I mean, it would make sense because that's why they had no chemistry in that film. I mean, no wonder they didn't have chemistry in that film. But that film sucked anyway. But yeah, I mean that's hilarious. Then good. Brie Larson and She-Hulk should not be in Deadpool 3 anyway. That'd be stupid. Unless they come in and Wolverine kills both of them, and that'd be hilarious. They would never do that though. Or I guess Deadpool, because he's like, well, why would Wolverine murder them? But Deadpool would kill him because he wouldn't care. But yeah, if that's true, then Ryan Reynolds had every reason to be mad at The Rock. Absolutely. Hugh Jackman's Batman, he's too old. Plus, he's fine, playing Wolverine this one last time, and there you go. Well, I mean, who is a fan of T.J. Miller, to be honest? I mean, if you see T.J. Miller, would you be really a fan of him as well? Would you be a fan of T.J. Miller? Is he the same guy that did that prank about the terrorist threat that he got into trouble with? I mean, if you're that kind of guy, then no wonder Ryan Reynolds doesn't like you. Yeah, I mean, you would think if Wolverine has the costume, you would think there would be at least one scene where he has the full mask on. But again, I didn't see the trailers. I don't want to get my hopes up because then you spent the whole world, and there's no way the movie can deliver. So I rather just go into it with the lowest of expectations. So I didn't even see the trailers. I did like Nobody with Bob Odenkirk. I did like it. That was a fun one. I think Christopher Lloyd was in that. He was very good. Well, Alex Burns, I think most people are burnt out on superhero films, especially bad ones. I like Eric Roberts. He's a good actor, especially in films like The Ambulance. I mean, I liked The Rock when he was in wrestling. I liked a couple of his movies, but I think nowadays ego's getting the better of him. Hello there, Ryan Barquist. Just butcher your name. I'm sorry. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if we've ever met, but if not, nice to meet you. I bet power. Sure, I would. I would. Sure, I bet power. I mean, I did Corey Feldman, so there. Would you live in LA if money was not a factor? No. I mean, there's a lot of other issues with LA. The political climate of there, the crime, all the other stuff. Dislike or June 9th? What was dislike? I don't remember what dislike was. A violent nature? Don't know what that is. Favorite period gangster film that's not Goodfellas or Casino? Period gangster? Scarface. That's the 80s. That's a period. Scarface. Favorite horror game? Resident Evil 4 or Silent Hill? Oh, the bad guys' designs in the Watchers films? I don't really know. They're none of them are really that good. I would say the fourth one was the worst. One and two are the best, but they're all kind of bad. Like I like the first three movies, but the creature designs are all pretty bad. So there's not really the second one. They just stole the creature from the Terror Within because it was the same director. The first one kind of looked like a Bigfoot. I don't know, man. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. What if in a one man action movie? I think you mean one man army. They have a lead guy that have both Honey Badger and Wolverine, the animals, pets, and have them as badasses as they are in real life, where they deal with lions and bears. They fight bad guys. I mean, I've never seen a Honey Badger, a Wolverine. I mean, what, like a more psycho version of the Beastmaster? I mean, have they ever made a movie like that where you like have a vigilante that six animals on people? Who knows? Maybe. I mean, I don't even know what a honey badger looks like, but I don't think they'd be the first two animals I would use. I would use like a panther or a cheetah. Obviously, maybe like a panther or a bear, a snow wolf or something. But sure. Effie wanted me to ask you, what is one of your favorite funny moment stories you had hanging out with him? Favorite stories with Effrey. Well, I mean the maniac story, of course, would be the top one. The maniac story where he went on the date, and his mom was watching Maniac, and the girlfriend is like, "I'll watch it," and Effrey's like, "No, no, you don't want to watch that. You don't." She's like, "Okay, let's take a look at this scene." It was the scene where Tom Savini's head gets blown up, and the mom was like, "What do you think of that scene?" And the girl looked, got up, walked out the door, and was never seen again. It's like I told you it was a violent. Like, I told you how gory it was. Like I didn't know it was like that. Well, what do you expect? It's called Maniac. It's called Maniac. Is that called Debbie Does Dallas? So yeah, that would be definitely up there with favorite moments and stories. Of course, they're the fun. Probably doing those BS casts back in the day. That was definitely some fun memories there too. So definitely some fun stuff there. But yeah, my favorite story would always be the Maniac one. That would always be up there. That's as the top of it. But yeah, tell Effrey I hope he's doing well, man. Great guy, great friend, one of my dear friends. Effrey's a great guy. I always have people ask me like, Effrey, I wish he would come back on a YouTube. I'm like, well, that's his decision, but he doesn't like that. People get pissed about, but um, you know, he just wants to live his life. Ryan, didn't butcher it at all. You're honestly one of my few to get my name right. We never met at all. I just say that because I've been watching over the years and I don't always keep up. Oh, no problem, man. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. What do you do if a golden retriever dog appears in your home and you see it's intelligent? Shoot it. Because that means it's going to either steal my wallet or slit my throat in my sleep and take over. Shoot it. Kill it with fire. Oh, no problem, Alex Burns. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Michael, hopefully someday. I mean, it's my fault because I've just been so busy with stuff and requests and the few times I do, it's like late at night and there's a big time difference. I'm like, okay, well, it's this many hours later for him, and because he's in New York, so it's my fault. Again, it's just, and then like I don't know when I'm going to do a stream because these are happening last minute. Again, it's just I've been busy with requests and stuff, or if I do a stream, it's just okay. I do a stream, then we'll see what happens, and so it's all my fault. So it is what it is. Hi there, Caleb. But the outside will go after you next. Well, you just get a shotgun like Mark Cena and blow him away. Pro Wrestling Mount Rushmore. That's what Jillian asked in Pro Wrestling Mount Rushmore. That's four. Which four? Bret the Hitman Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Macho Man Randy Savage, and uh, Roddy Piper. Why not? That'll be mine. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Roddy Piper. That'll be my pro wrestling Mount Rushmore. Uh oh, thank you, I Live Again one. Thank you. What price would you buy a PS5 for? Well, here's the thing, like there's only like four games I would want. So I don't spend however much money just to get four games. I don't know, man. I don't know what price. Why? Do you have one for sale? You don't be cheap? Like, hey, I give you this, you selling something? Got a side business? Hey, La Who's Her. Will you please rank Jennifer Love Hewitt, Connolly, Lopez, and Aniston in their prime? On talent or hotness? um, there's a difference. On hotness, I would say Hewitt, Lopez, Connolly, Aniston. I'll say hotness for that. Oh, hotness. So, well, hotness, Jennifer Love Hewitt, then Lopez, then Connolly, then, yeah, Hewitt, Lopez, Connolly, and then Aniston. Any traumatizing encounters with spiders? No. Stepmother, the first stepfather's the best one. Oh, thank you, Jillian. Have a good night, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jillian Slowwater's Baines. He's the guy that sent me the Danny Glover Predator figure. Glad to see you again, man. Hope you're doing well. Feel free to stop on by again if you can. Thank you, man. But thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate it, man. Honey badger is kind of like a skunk, but way tougher. They can stand up to lions and hyenas. I mean, if they can stand up to lions, that's pretty tough. They're immune to snake venom, and their skin's so tough a porcupine quill can't even pierce it. If they get caught, they can still fight. Well, damn, a honey badger guess ain't nothing to run, ain't nothing to mess with. I mean, if they can fight lions, snake venom don't. What are they, Chuck Norris? What is it, the Chuck Norris of the animal kingdom? I guess honey badger is the Chuck Norris of the animal kingdom. You learn something new every day. Just call that honey badger Chuck Norris. There you go. Who knew? I never knew. 2005 film Cursed. It sucked dick. Fair vampire film from Dusk Till Dawn. Jillian's pro wrestling. Mount Rushmore was Hulk Hogan. I just Ric Flair, Steen, and Andre the Giant. Oh, that's cool. I Come in Peace 4K. It's cool. There's a new featurette on. There's a 4K Blu-ray combo, and there's a new featurette with, I think, the editor Brian Benben. I think has a new interview, and someone else. That's cool. I think it also has a new scan. It has the features from the old Shout Factory. That's cool. I'm a big fan of that movie, so I'll probably pick it up. I think it's a 4K Blu-ray combo pack, so I'll pick it up. Hey Matt, did you see Ryan Gosling's Saturday Night Live skit where he's dressed up like Beavis and Butthead? Or Beavis? I've heard about. I didn't see it. I've heard about it, though. I did hear about it. It was a Saturday Night Live skit where there's like a classroom, and I think Tina Thompson. It's like a classroom, and then there's Ryan Gosling as Beavis. He says, "Hey, you look like Beavis. Go sit over there." He sits over there. Then it's guy that looks like Butthead. Oh, are you kidding? You guys are sitting together? Seems like a funny concept. I mean, I'm not an SNL fan, especially nowadays, but apparently he dressed like that during one of the premieres of The Fall Guy, which, I mean, I don't know how the studio felt about that, but I mean, that sounds funny. I've seen the pictures. The pictures, I mean, the makeup definitely works for it. So, yeah, there's that. So it seems like a funny concept. Damn. I'm sorry about your toothache, Rapper Turby. Definitely wish you a quick recovery on that. You seeing a psychiatrist tomorrow? Sorry about that, Derek. Wish you the best on that. Cursed, just see the film and you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll say that. It's a film that was made and they reshot most of the film. I'll put it that way. Because the history is more interesting than the movie. And as some of the worst werewolf CG effects you'll see since American Wolf in Paris. Worst Blumhouse film, most of them. Fair weapon types used in action movies, shotguns. I'll go with shotguns and chainsaws. Hey, Bod Zombie, hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I can't complain too much. It's Friday. The weekend is coming up. It was a windy day. So far, I'm here, knock on wood. Uh, and I mean, things can be worse, things can be better. So can't complain too much. Can't complain too much. What bad stuff behind the scenes of the curse? What bad stuff behind the scenes? Which is better, Blumhouse or A24? Neither. How about neither? An American Werewolf in Japan? Sure. Be with the Bad News Bears. Some of my favorite movie fight scenes? I mean, that's tough because there's so many of them out there. I mean, Roddy Piper fight in They Live against Keith David. The fight where he wrecks Wesley Snipes wrecks house in Blade 2. I mean, there's a lot of good fights out. It's tough. The the end of Kickboxer. It's a really good fight. Oh, Steve Howard was talking a little bit about Curse in that podcast he did with Michael Rosebaum. Huh. Have to give that a listen to then. Cool. I will have to give that a listen to. But he said a little bit, so probably like 2 minutes, if that. That's a film that needs like a full blown documentary to say what all happened during it because that Steve Howard was in it, and then when they reshot the film, he wasn't in it anymore. At one point, people like Corey Feldman and other people were in it, and then they were replaced by other people. And like it was going to be like Christina Ricci and the other guy, they were just strangers, but then they became brother and sister. There's a lot of things that apparently changed throughout that, and just a full blown documentary would be interesting to hear about that. He quit before everyone got recast. Okay. Well, I didn't know you could quit. Otherwise, you would have to. I would think you would get sued if you just quit, but I guess not. Huh. I have to do that. Listen to. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Wolverine the animal, not the X-Men guy. Well, yeah, I figured. They're in the same family as Honey Badger. They can stand up to wound bears and wolves and steal food from them. But I heard Wolverine killed a polar bear. Well, there you go. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's one of the reasons back in the day they called the character the Wolverine for how ferocious they are, and I'm sure that's a reason for it. So, thanks for the info, Bobby. I appreciate it. Avengement of Scott Atkins that does have some good fights in it. One of Scott's better movies. Quite enjoy Avengement. Yeah, a lot of the fights in the Raid films would definitely be up there. Uh, well, as an actor, I would say I prefer Ryan Gosling. Well, Jasha, I got to finish up uploading Metroid Prime, and then the next game I have to play is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That was requested a bit ago. Then Doom Eternal's in there, God of War 3, and Crash Bandicoot 3. So definitely, and then some Let's Tries for an hour on Indiana Jones Emperor's Tomb and another hour of Star Wars The Phantom Menace. So, B Buddy, well, that's cool. I mean, I've never played Prime 2 or Prime 3, so I'm okay. A few people have asked this, so I answer about Metroid Prime, the game I'm playing. I've never played a Metroid game before, so not knowing how much backtracking there is and how certain things work. I will say though, it's got good graphics, has a fantastic score. I think if I played it again, or if I played a sequel or something, now that I know what to expect, I probably will like it a bit more. But for a first time new playing, I can't say it was the most fun experience, but there were fun moments in it, to be fair. There were times I did enjoy it, but there's also stuff that just annoys the piss out of me in that game as well. Again, knowing now, if I would have known that then, what I know now, I probably would have enjoyed the game a bit more. But again, I never played a Metroid game. So, never played Metroid, never played Super Metroid, never played any of them. So, Metroid Dread, never played that. So, there you go. But again, since I know a bit now, well, it was a hard game for me, Metro Prime, because I never played a Metroid game. So, I've never played a Metroid game, so it was hard for me. Try to figure out what to do and how to do certain things. So it was hard for me, but I've never been a good gamer, so there's that too. But yeah, I would say as of right now, I'm not a fan of Metroid Prime, the game. I'm not a fan of it. Uh, I think there's good stuff about it, but I can't say it's my kind of game. I think there's a lot of times like this game sucks, but I don't think it sucks. It's just not my cup of tea. Oh, Patrick, I definitely get what you mean by that. But I mean, like, okay, if we're talking like my favorite games, I would like to experience them the first time again. Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2, Resident Evil 4, to play them as if I've never played them before. Yeah, those would be fun experiences because those are my kind of games. What games would you play on PS5? I don't have a PS5, but I guess if it's too expensive for me. I mean, I like to play the RoboCop game, the Dead Space remake. I would like to try out Callisto Protocol PS5 because it's supposed to be more fitting for that console instead of PS4. But yeah, it's uh, just how it's oh well. It's just not in the cards for me. Oh boo hoo! I think I'll live. No problem. I lived in one. You have a good night, man. And please tell Efree I hope he has a good night as well. Thank you stopping for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Cool guy. Very nice guy there. Metroid Dread is brutal. Well, the fact you say it's 2D definitely makes it interesting. Yeah, just being just too expensive for my blood. Too expensive. But I'll live, Not gonna die because I don't have one. I think I'll live. You know, I'll live. Well, $400 is not cheap to me. Oh, I guess that's what you mean. The cheapest it's gotten is $3.99 so far. I guess that's what you meant. Yeah, and that's still not cheap to me. $400 is not cheap to me. But you weren't saying it was cheap either. You're just saying that the cheapest it went is for. That's a lot of damn money. Jesus. Super Mario Odyssey? Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Hey, Matt. Oh, thank you, Hopium. I appreciate that, man. Imagine if they made a movie based on Doom Eternal where Earth gets invaded by hell and Doom guy sent to clean house. Well, I haven't played Doom Eternal left. Thanks to Lord Draugr, who's in the chat, he sent me a request. I will be playing that sometime this month. But, I mean, the concept, they would never do it because they would deem it too expensive, especially for an R-rated movie. So they would never do it. Unless they did it maybe animated. But they would never do a live action because it'd be too expensive again for an R-rated film. But I would love to see it. That'd be great. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. If they would make a Sims movie, would they speak English or in gibberish, and how would the movie play out? Well, hopefully it'll be dumped to developmental hell and then never be released. I mean, you don't need a Sims movie. Just show a bunch of clips of TikTok and there's your Sims movie because they speak like they're in The Sims as well. So you don't need that. So please don't make a Sims movie. It's not needed. Do you know Nintendo's getting mad about characters having fan made stuff? They threatened to sue a YouTube Plus channel, a cease and desist. Well, yeah, I mean, Nintendo's pretty heavy on you trying to make money off of their with merchandise. I'm not surprised. That's something that happens quite a bit. So yeah, I can't say I'm surprised by that. Not at all. So nah, not surprised at all. Take care, Rapper Kirby. You have a good night, man. Have a good night. Damn, it's so damn hot. And I got the ceiling fan all the way up and still hot. Sweating like a pig after he's had an orgy of sex. Tell you one thing, you don't need to go in a steam bath. You just need to live in Texas. The Wolfman 2025 remake? No, I'm not excited for it. Oh, cool. You're playing Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I like both the original and the remake. But if you're asking which I enjoy more, I would say the original. But I like both. Well, yeah, be careful of the tornadoes. Yeah, always be careful of tornadoes out there. It's alley. Which is ironic because there's a Twister, new Twister movie coming out. We're talking tornadoes. So there you go. Andy Serkis is doing an Animal Farm movie. Hell no, I have no interest. I don't care about Animal Farm. Nope, I have no interest. Do not care. Nah, I don't really care at all about that. I played Resident Evil 7 on the channel. I did like that. Never played Resident Evil 8. Don't have it, don't own it, never played it. So don't know. I would love to see a sequel to Hardcore Henry, but it didn't really do much when it came out. So I guess they felt there was no demand to do a sequel. Resident Evil 8 is on PS4. Yeah, I know it's on PS4, but I don't have the game. I don't have it. That was another game that a guy like a year ago said, "Hey Matt, I'm on Facebook. I want to send you this game." Cool. He never did it. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's why I didn't buy it at first. Is this guy's like, "Hey, don't buy it, Matt. I'm going to send you the game, Resident Evil Village." I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I didn't buy the game. And then time goes by, time goes by. I'm like, are you still doing it? He never say anything. So then I just gave up. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just moved on from it. So, eh, oh well. I didn't bother, I didn't bud the guy anymore. I'm like, well, maybe something else came up. I'm like, that's fine. Just don't say it. And then, like, if I ask, I'm not bad. I'm just like, hey, can you just let me know? Silence. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess something else happened. Oh well, it is what it is. Hi there, Julie. I did your request. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby. Sometimes I think that Sims are real and that's us, and some do act like one from Sims 1 on PS2 with those sounds. My favorite Sims game, Sims 2 is PS2, is number two. Uh, To be honest, I never played The Sims. I've seen it played. I know of the game, but I've never played the game, so I can't say much about how they work or how they are as a game. But yeah, I'm sure there are people that do act like people in The Sims, so I have to agree with you on that. Thank you, Hopium. Is it a coincidence Jerry Seinfeld's new movie's out and critics are labeling it the worst movie of the decade after his woke comedy rant? I've seen the trailer to that movie. There is no way that's the worst movie of the decade. It's just not. I've never even seen the film, but there's no way that's the worst movie of the decade. Have they not seen about 50 movies I can mention? Have they not seen Winnie the Pooh, Bag of Money? Have they not seen the half a dozen Marvel films that come out, like the Eternals? Have they not seen Night Swim? Yeah, have they not seen any number of films in the past decade? Like, give me a break. So, yeah, highly doubt it's the. I mean, it may not even be a good movie. I don't know. Highly doubt it's the worst movie of the decade. I would bet every dollar I had that whether it's bad or good, it's not the worst movie of the decade. So I just critics are just love the taste of butt because they're so butthurt. I didn't read the book 1984. I know of it though, of course. My favorite flavor of Pop Tarts. I don't really have a favorite flavor. I put it on my mama that the Eternals was a hit, and my mom's gone. Well, there you go. Do I have a top two favorite PlayStation 2 games? Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill 2. Those are the tops. And when I say like my favorite game, like horror games, it was Resident Evil 4 or Silent Hill 2. I know I said Silent Hill 1, but I meant to say Silent Hill 2 or Resident Evil 4. Super Panavision videos? No, I haven't seen much of those. But yeah, the AI stuff, I know of them. I would see them recommended, but I haven't seen much of the actual videos. But I do see them in the recommendations. Sorry about that. Samuel, I would choose Dave Chappelle. Oh, I know Hotel Inferno. Yeah, I've seen the first three. The second one's definitely the best one. The first film isn't that good, although there's some good gore moments. But I think because it's like it starts off fairly slow, and then like the voice of the lead guy is very goofy, over the top. But then it's like okay, there's some good gory moments and the aesthetic of it, like as it gets more crazier, more creature filled, it gets a bit better. I thought the second one was the best, and the third one was a step back, but decent for what kind of movies they are. And I know they're trying to make a fourth film, but nothing as of yet. How are the cards? Hello there, man. Fell off the back of a truck loading furniture tonight at work, but I'm okay. No major injuries. Well, that's good. Have you seen the Devil May Cry anime series or played any of the games? I've never seen the series. I know of the first Devil May Cry game. I might have played it, but like once 10 years ago, but nothing extensive to form an opinion. So, been a long time. It's probably on that PS3 modded system I have because it has most of the PS2 games and some PS3, so they're probably on there. But nah, haven't. Take care, Radio State Invasion. Coke or Pepsi? I'm much kind of neither. I'm more a mellow yellow guy. Grade B, hello there. Uzumaki Clan, sorry I missed you. Hello there. Heart of the Cars, sorry that you fell off the back of a truck. Glad you're okay. Glad no major injuries. Doom mod. Nah, I haven't really heard much of the Doom mods. I mean, to be honest, like I don't really play much with the computer and stuff, so I don't know much about the Doom mods. Oh, take care, Scotty. Jonathan, I'm not going to answer dumb questions like that, man. Like, come on now. Like, do you recommend cooking food in dishwasher? Like, what are you talking about? Just weird ass stuff. Hey, Ronan Joe Chronicles. Oh, wait a minute. Is this who I think it is? Hey, man. How's it going? How's it going, man? How are you doing? Yeah, it's the first time I've seen you on one of these streams, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope everything's going well. Big time guy, man. Getting up there. I mean, I guess I won't say it, but I'm going to say this. I won't throw. Thank God you got away from that fucking Jody guy. I'll say that. I'll say that. I don't want to get you in too much heat or trouble, but nobody knows me, so, and they probably don't know who that guy is, but thank God you're away from that guy, because that guy was I think he seemed like a fucking fruitcake, but that's just me. You know how I am. I'm pretty blunt on shit, so he seemed like a big fruitcake. So thank God you got the fuck away from him. God, Jesus, that guy. He seemed like a fucking fruitcake. But that's just me. I've seen Rumpelstiltskin from the '90s. I liked it for what it was. It's definitely better than Leprechaun. I actually liked it. It deserves a Blu-ray. Well said. Okay, I get you. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Which just a random stream, just talking to the chat. It's usually what I do. Uh, but yeah, Rumpelstiltskin. I mean, it's definitely better than the Leprechaun films. I'll say that. That deserves a Blu-ray, not Leprechauns. The Metroid Prime playthrough. I mean, I didn't like the game, but it's because I suck at it. That's why I didn't like it, because I've never played a Metroid game and I sucked at it. But the remaster had good visuals. Uh, I mean, the Switch worked so far. Had no issues with it. It had a controller, and I'm using that. It looked pretty good. So it was a beautiful remaster. The soundtrack is great. I've never played a Metroid game, so I didn't know how much backtracking there was. I hate changing the visors. I hate changing the weapons. They're too fucking slow to change the weapons. I think that's a legitimate complaint. Even people who like Metroid Prime, you gotta give me that. It's a pain in the ass to keep having to change the weapons where you have to press X and hit right, or press X and hit up, press S and hit down. Just let me press the fucking button to change the weapon. I got two weapons that do the same fucking thing that fire. This weapon fires and this button fires. Why can't one of them just be change the weapons quickly? Why do I have to hold X and then move this? That's not quick enough. When you got bad guys on your ass draining your energy, then you die and then you lose 30 minutes. So, so yeah, I definitely got more. Like I said, I never played the original Metroid or Super Metroid, so I was very much a noob. I've never said I'm good at games, but I do enjoy playing them. So I appreciate the request. Like I said, I'm not good at games, but I enjoy playing them. So to me, it's all good. Even if I get bad at them, I still enjoy them because you know, oh, your friend has the same complaint. Well, they at least I'm not the only one. But again, it's not a bad game. It's just not what I'm used to in first person shooters. I would say like Call of Duty, Black Ops, and Doom 2016, Doom 3, I enjoy more. But I think if I get used to it, if I ever do play a second one, I would be more into it. Maybe. I was more into the 2D Metroid titles. Yeah, someone was bringing up Metroid Dread, but I never played that one. But someone mentioned that actually. So, hi there, Sage. Hope you're doing well. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Nope, never played it. I've heard of it. Well, JT, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, man. But I did beat it. I mean, it'll be 20 parts total. I did beat it, but I was getting so pissed. I literally say in the video, you know what? I'm gonna rage quit this game. I'm just not gonna play this game again. I'm gonna say, James, I'm sorry. Thanks for the request, but I can't beat this. And then as soon as I said that, I guess I got so pissed, I beat the game. So there you go. I think that's why I do that. I get pissed, so I psych myself up to to have a personal grudge against the game, so I could beat the game. It seems like the more pissed I get, the more I'm determined to beat the game, and then I beat it. So maybe that's my superpower, being pissed off. My favorite Chow Yun Fat, hard boiled. My least favorite, mm, Bulletproof Monk or The Corruptor, because I do think those films suck. But my favorites are definitely hard boiled of his and Rooster Teeth. I don't know much about Rooster Teeth. I've never broken a game or a controller in Rage. No. Well, JT, I mean, it's funny. James kind of said the same thing, but he was being nice about it. But at the same time, I think because I never played Nintendo Switch before. I never played Super Mario Sunshine. I never played a 3D Mario game before. So I'm getting trying to get used to these things. I think that's why. It's like I've never played a 3D Mario game before. So I play Super Mario Sunshine, which apparently people say is like one of their least favorite. I've never played a Metroid game before. So I'm playing this and trying to get used to it. I think it just me trying to get used to everything. I think that's why. Andrew helps you win the game, yes, because it makes me stubborn and makes me not want to not quit even when I say it. Oh, I know. James, I appreciate. I think James knows that how much I appreciate it. So, hey, if he does more, please be my guest because I absolutely do appreciate it. I love the fact that people are sending requests for me to play games is like humbling. I know after I finish Metro Prime, the next will be Side Adventure 2, Battle, and Doom Eternal, Crash Bandicoot 3, God of War 3. Sifu? Shaw Brothers experience set in modern times, just insane combat. Cool combat called Pac-Man. Sifu. What system is this for? Never heard of Sifu. Never played Bioshock. I've heard of it. Uh, Black Ops and Modern Warfare. I did like both, but you're asking. So I like both, but you're asking which I like more? That's tough. I like both of them. Black Ops, I like the story more, and Modern Warfare, I probably like a bit of the combat more. But I like both. I don't know. I like both because like Black Ops, I like the helicopter missions because it made me feel like I was in Rambo 2 again. Like I was playing Rambo 2, the movie. So I like both for different reasons. So that's tough. That's tough because I like both for different reasons. Favorite AVG? Oh, Angry Video Game Nerd episode. I mean, I think probably back in the day, ones like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, uh, like those older games, the Power Glove, like those older ones are my favorite. I don't have a number one favorite, but those older ones I like. PS4, PS5, and PC. Oh, cool. So I do have a PS4. I don't have a PS5. PC doesn't really help much with games here on this laptop, but PS4, cool. Sifu. I have to look into that. Never heard of it before. Sunshine is so unfair. The glitches. Yeah, the glitches. I was playing that one where you're in a water bottle, a water jar. An enemy hit me, and then Mario was outside of the jar, and all I could do was wait to die. So that was fair. That was really fucking fair. But games have glitches. It is what it is. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Would you think some franchise like Godzilla are immune to Alien 3 syndrome? You could kill them off, but as long as there's a reboot, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, I mean, it seems like yeah, because Godzilla is different from someone like Ellen Ripley, where it's a creature, like it's a character, but it's not character. I don't know how else to put it. So yeah, I can see your point on that. Fuck Alien 3, by the way. I'll say that again. Fuck Alien 3. He's a piece of shit. Fucking hate it. Spider-Man PS4, that one glitch. What was the glitch? I like that game. I played that on the channel. I loved Spider-Man for PS4. What was the game? What was the glitch though? I don't remember. Yeah, the fish tipped me out of the jar. That was fair. And Super Mario Sunshine, that was fucking fair. Fucking asshole. Never played Death and Return of Superman on Super Nintendo. The new AVGN video, I didn't watch it. The Horse Prince one, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm not watching it. Hey there, Neopunk. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Predator. Appreciate it. Uh, cheers to the awesome Matt. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Do you have a favorite Dead Space game, and would you like to see a movie on that franchise, a horror sci-fi film? I would be down for it. uh, Dead Space 2 is my favorite because Dead Space 1 is like Alien, and Dead Space 2 is like Aliens, where it's a bigger scope, bigger story, like kind of a bigger environment. Dead Space 2 is my favorite. I actually beat that on the hard mode where you have only 3 saves. So now if I play it, I have the finger gun, the foam finger, the bang, 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 pew, pew, pew. He says it, but it's like the most powerful weapon, and you kill all enemies like 1 or 2 hits. So Dead Space 2 is definitely my favorite. And again, I did not have it on camera, but I did beat it, so I do have the phone. John Carpenter wanted to do a Dead Space movie. That's the thing. John Carpenter's a fan of those games, at least the first one. And John Carpenter wanted to direct a Dead Space movie, but the studio said no. Now, I would love to see it, but they probably fucked it up. So uh, apparently, that Dead Space remake's good. Again, I don't have a PS5, but I heard it's good. But yeah, Dead Space is my favorite. I would love to see a movie if it was done well. Again, John Carpenter wanted to do it, but they said no. So take that for what you will. I do remember Event Horizon and Pandorum. I like both of them. Pandorum with Dennis Quaid. I do like that one. And Event Horizon. I do. I don't like what they did with Lawrence Fishburne. I think that's bullshit. That's the only thing I don't like about that movie is Lawrence Fishburne's fate. I think that's bullshit. Uh, but I do like that film quite a bit. But that's the reason why I don't rewatch Event Horizon a lot. Is I think what they did with Lawrence Fishburne pisses me the fuck off. Lucas, sure, man. Sounds good with me. Be my guest, Lucas. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that. Migration. I've never heard of the film. Why did they say no? Because John Carpenter is not a proven box office commodity, and that's what they want. Because John Carpenter's films don't make money. Well, Madam Web is technically a worse film, but Spider-Man 3 pisses me off more. Well, Ernie Hudson at least wasn't the lead. Peter Weller was the lead, and he lived. Yes, Captain Miller should have lived. There you go, Ronan Joe. Ronan knows. There you go, Ronan. He knows. Yeah. He should have lived. Not only does he die, but he goes to hell if you think about it. Because, okay, not only is he dead, but he's in hell. So that means he's being tortured over and over again because he's in hell. And you can't die in hell. Because you go to the thing and you go to the hell. So that means he's being tortured forever for his self sacrifice. And that pisses me off. So unless hopefully he died before they could do that. So but that'd be the only hope for that. That's what pisses me off. But I do like the movie. I do remember Lawrence Fishburne from Pee Wee's Playhouse. Hi there, Victor. Yes, The Ward was the last film John Carpenter did. And Ghost of Mars, yep, that was another one. Which Jason Statham was supposed to star in, but they wanted Ice Cube, so they got Ice Cube. But yeah, I think Jason Statham at first was gonna, but it is what it is. Uh, I mean, I like the shirt. The guys at Dead Pit sent it. So I mean, is it my favorite shirt? I don't know, but I do like the shirt. So, oh, thank you, Hopi. I appreciate it, man. But aren't they making the Event Horizon TV show now with Fishburne returning? Where did you hear that? I've never heard that before. Where did you hear that in your dreams? Where did you hear that? Event Horizon is his own TV show. It's an Amazon Prime show. What? Amazon Prime show? Lawrence Fishburne stated he would consider boarding the Event Horizon show cast. There are no guarantees. Yeah, but then wouldn't they just make him the villain though? Which I wouldn't want that either if he's just the villain. So I wouldn't want that either. If they made him return and then it was like the redemption where like he somehow survived some way by bullshit sci-fi ways, and it was like the rescue of him, I would be down for it. But no, I'd be down like if somehow it was like the redemption rescue of Lawrence Fishburne's character. That would actually be worth it. Like by the end of the make it one season, by the end of it, he's rescued. He's done you know, he deserves it. He sacrificed himself to save his crew. Give him a happy ending. What's wrong with giving characters happy endings? I know it's cheesy. I know it's goofy. You can't have a happy ending. It's cheesy, man. Fuck that shit. The world sucks. Give us some happy endings. For fuck's sake. Give me the cheese then. The PS4 Spider-Man glitch I was talking about was the one card glitch. I think a Bud Prom was showing up, wasn't showing up, so I made the mission impossible to complete. It's one of those side missions. Hmm, that kind of sounds familiar now. Yeah, that kind of does sound familiar. Yeah, it wasn't like was a guy trapped in the trunk and it wouldn't let me open it or something? Yeah, that sounds familiar now. You saw the Howling 4, it sucks. You're right. Oh, yeah, sorry, Sage. Yeah, it's YouTube. Yeah, it's tough to do that. But thanks for wishing Mike a happy birthday. That was really nice of you, Sage. Appreciate that. That was very kind of you. But yeah, the Howling Force sucks. I'm with you on that. Also, I thought there was a question. What was the best looking 4K I saw? The original Predator was a great looking 4K because I only remember seeing like the way they butchered on Blu-ray. So it looking so great on 4K. I would say the original Predator. 4K the telephone or feeders. How about neither? I don't have the Texas Chainsaw Master game, but no, I have not been requested it. I mean, I don't like the using the word cheesy. I think it gets overused too much. But if people call Phantom the Mall, I can understand. It would fit for that movie. Yeah, the original Predator looks great on 4K, and the drain is intact, unlike James Cameron, dumbass with Aliens. Remove all the drain. Well, fuck you. I'm gonna buy this fan 4K that I have. I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. Never heard of that film. What if you did, dude? Where's my channel? I don't know what that is. Is that like? I'm not sure what you're asking. I just you mean like, dude, where's my car? I'm like, I know where my channel is. It's right here. I'm staring at it. Dude, where's my channel? Is sweet, sweet, dude, sweet. So sadly, that director passed away. I didn't realize till a few years ago. The guy who directed Do Where's My Car also did the first Harold and Kumar, where they go to White Castle. And sadly, that guy passed away, that director, which is too bad. Way too young. I forget what it was from, but it's way too young. But thank you, Bobby. Take care, Premiere. You have a good night, man. Have a good night. Some 4K transfers look worse than Blu-ray. I haven't seen those yet, but I don't have a ton of 4K. I mean, I have only a handful of 4K. I don't rebuy everything on 4K. And then like some I bought, they're unofficial. Like unofficially, I have a Blu-ray of Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence, the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie, Gleam in the Tube. I got a fan version of True Lies and Aliens. I got the 35 millimeter of Aliens, which I prefer the 35 millimeter look. Randy Root. Hi there. I'll just say Randy. Good evening to you too. Yes, Danny Liner. Yes, 2021 passed away. Good luck with Howling 7, Victor. You're definitely going to need it because if you hate Howling 4, you're definitely going to hate Howling 4. You're definitely going to hate Howling 7. Okay, Joseph. I don't think I've ever heard of that movie. I'm particular about 4K pits. It has to be special. Nothing wrong with collecting laser disc. A lot of people do it. Nothing wrong with that. I don't collect them, but people have sent me these back a while ago because I don't even have a player, but they sent me these because well, this is a record. This is the soundtrack. But this is the laser disc. So this is a record. Let's see, this is a laser disc. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Ronan. Appreciate it. Is ET above or below Schindler's List? I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it's smart for Vinegar Syndrome to put together lavish editions of trash films? Yes, because they've created a bubble of people that will buy everything that they make. It could be a film they've never heard of before and they've never seen before, but they pay the $40 just to have it as part of the collection. And then look what I have for this video. And then the thumbnail's like, or like that cool dooder guy. Or like, so there you go. Oh yeah, Tom Meltdown 2, the Nostalgia Crit Temple of Doom one. I did get that. I'll do it as soon as I can. Apologize for like this, but I'll get to it as soon as I can. Thank you. The Amazing Bulk, I would say, is worse. Lord Draugr, because that was even more pathetic. Howling films, there's 8 of them. The last one was Howling Reborn. My favorite Ninja Turtles video game is Turtles in Time and the arcade game. Like the arcade like versions. Well, I would say Turtles in Time Super Nintendo is my favorite. Halloween Ends sucks. You're not wrong. Oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Favorite Kurt Russell films. One, The Thing. Two, Big Trouble in Little China. No, wait. I'll say one, The Thing. Two, Tango and Cash. Three, Big Trouble in Little China. That's the top 3. It's a lot to pick. It's a lot to pick on, and I'm going to be leaving some out. It's Steve from New York and Breakdown. I'll say that. And Stallone, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Cobra, Rambo 3, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man. Money Test is out of print. Well, thank God I got it. So you're saying this is out of print already? Interesting. Because I got this. Well, glad I picked it up when I did. But thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Young Guns or Tombstone? I like both, but I'll choose Young Guns. I love Rocky 4. That'd be my top 10, but Rambo 2, Cobra, Rambo 3, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man are my top 5. Rocky 4 would be my top 10. But yeah, there's Money Talks. So this is out of print already. I wonder why. Why is this out of print already? I'm glad I picked it up, but I don't know why this would be out of print already. Well, glad I got mine. I need Ultimate Edition of Ninja Turtles 1990. So many extras were robbed in America. Shaw Factory should do something. I've been saying that for a decade, but they don't listen to me. Yeah, the 1990 Ninja Turtles film, that's one of those things that always boggled my mind as to why I never got anything. Same with the 1995 Mortal Kombat. Same with a few other movies, but never did. No idea why. And I'm not holding my breath because the 20th, the 30th anniversary came by, nothing happened. Because when was the 30th? 2020. 2020 came by, nothing happened. You think for the 30th anniversary you would do something? They did nothing. So fuck them. Fuck them. Saturday Night Fever, I don't mind the movie. Kill Bill or The Raid Redemption, I like both a lot. That's tough because I like them both for different reasons. I'll probably say Kill Bill Volume 1. The more I think about it, I probably would say Kill Bill as much as I like The Raid. The Raid 2, I like the fight scenes. I think that movie needed to be edited down 30 minutes. That movie's a 2.5 hour movie that should be less than 2 hours. The whole subplot with the guy who is Mad Dog in the first movie, he plays a different character. He has like 30 minutes of screen time you could completely cut out. It would not change a single bit of the plot, but it would immensely help the pacing of that movie. Because the lead character disappears for that chunk, and there's like your lead character, and for like 30 minutes he's gone. To me, that was the worst part of that movie, and it hurt it. I don't hate the film. I think the fights, the last 40, 30 minutes are great. The car chase, the fight in the hallway, the fight scene in the kitchen is fantastic. Uh, I think they should have brought back that music from the first movie. From the trailer, actually, the trailer music, put that in the finale and take out 30 minutes. I think it would make it better. But yeah, the last 30 minutes is great. I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren in 4K, I would gladly get it. Phantoms, I like the movie, but I don't need a fucking 4K of it. UHF, I don't mind the film, but I don't need a 4K of that either. Uh, Neopunk, I don't know. Killer Clowns 4K doesn't pour over the features from the Arrow Blu-ray. Yeah. Well, I don't need a 4K of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm fine with the Blu-ray of it. Man from Uncle, never saw it. Saw Jurassic Park 3 times. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. Sorry, I'm being silent. I'm just looking through the chat there. House of Gucci's getting a 4K. Who gives a fuck about House of Gucci? Who gives a flying fuck about that? Who gives a shit? House of Gucci, Gucci, Goo. Oh, no problem, Alan Stanley. Thank you for the request. Sorry it took so long, but I'm glad you liked it. Yes, Billy Bob Thornton was great in Fargo season one. He's my favorite part of that. But you saw the review, so you know that. But yeah, I'm glad you liked the review, man. Thank you for the request. I really appreciate it. Neil Punt, I would say Total Recall, 1990. Recommend the Criterion Collection of Police Story. Cool. I do like a good chunk of the Police Story films, so I'll definitely keep that in mind. A birthday stream? Well, my birthday's the 25th. Might do a stream then, yeah. I probably will. Don't know what time or such, but yeah, I probably will. It's this month, May 25th, but yeah, I might. Really official, Vaughn? That'd be a hell of a request. Thank you, Sloan. I appreciate that. Oh, that's cool, Video Master. Your birthday's June 6th. That's cool. Hey, Hopium. Thank you once again, man. Did you hear that Henry Cavill may be getting fired from Warhammer 40K because he disagrees with the workification of how they're doing it? That guy can't catch a break, can he? Uh, I mean, I don't even know anything about Warhammer 40K, so I didn't know what the hell it was. No, I haven't seen Argyle, but I mean, that guy was going to be Superman, but then they had some pretty shit films, and then he's no longer Superman. He was in what, The Witcher? Then it seemed like that went into the toilet, and then he was gone. And now this thing, and he may be gone before he even does it. He must have like shit luck. In his previous life, he killed a leprechaun in his sleep by suffocation of dick, as in he put his dick in the leprechaun's mouth and suffocated to death. Or maybe he like screwed a unicorn wrong, and the unicorn got pissed and killed him with his horn. And when it was reincarnated, put a curse on it. You fucked me in the ass with my own unicorn. It's time to condemn you to death. And then curse of the life after death. Henry Cavill can't catch a break. Like literally, if he fell off a tree, he would miss every branch. Every branch would literally split to get out of the way and come back together again. We're not catching you. This ain't First Blood. You're not Rambo. We're not gonna catch your fall. Yeah, I never saw Argyle, the new Guy Ritchie film. Never saw that. Amazon and Netflix turns everything to shit. And not wrong. You want to be 48? That's cool, Julie. You want to be 48? Favorite part from Dust Till Dawn? Some highest titties. My favorite part from Dust Till Dawn. Probably the finale when they all fighting the vampires and George Clooney's got the that drill. My favorite line is at the end when he's with Cheech Marin. Were they psychos? Do they look like psychos? Psychos don't explode when sunlight hits them. I don't give a fuck how crazy they are. I do have the Cowabunga collection. I did play some of it. Actually, I used that and I finally beat legitimately the first and third NES Ninja Turtle games, which is, I mean, when I say legitimate, as in no cheat codes, no save states, I still have the slow down like the NES days. I beat them the first Ninja Turtle game, and then I did a video on Ninja Turtles 3. And I finally beat those two, which were tough. So those are still on the channel. At least let me check. Are they still on the channel? I haven't had too much time to play the other stuff on there, but let me see. Yeah, if you type NES, yeah, defeating Ninja Turtles legit equals sweetest victory. Uh, oh, then let's see. I did okay. There's a when I first played them, I was playing them and testing them out. Those are in multiple parts. And then defeating Ninja Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project, Rage and Victory, that's 2.5 hours long. And then defeating Ninja Turtles NES, the first one, that's an hour and 55 minutes long. So there are multiple videos, but I think they like have defeating, Rage and Victory, that type of stuff. So that was cool. They are tough, but I'm proud of myself. Oh, thank you, Hopium. I appreciate that, man. Velma season two. Velma got a season two. Jesus. Did it really get a season two? Really? Why the hell did it get a season two? I don't know, man. Season two. Yeah, no Dread 2, but it is season two. I didn't watch the first season, to be fair. Razor Teeth review? I didn't know what you meant at first, but I remember now what happened. I got a lot of grief in that review because, unbeknownst to me, one of the directors had passed away. And like their friends and family are like, oh, you used to be so mean to the guy because he passed away. If I ever review that film again, I will just talk about the damn movie, not about the damn directors. Because the movie sucks. It does suck. Razor Teeth is a piece of shit. But I think like the family's like, oh, and like, I felt bad. I still think they suck. I still think the directing sucks, and I still think the movie sucks. But yeah, if I ever review that film again, I'm just going to talk about the movie. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck are these directors? Did they find, their degree at the bottom of fucking cereal box? Unless maybe I should double down on it and be a dick, but I don't know. I mean, is that my fault? Unless the movie's so shitty it killed him. I mean, I don't know. I should have just left it up, but I don't know, man. I guess it was like I felt bad because, a loved one had passed away. I'm like, I felt bad and I should have just left it up, but I don't know. Felt like an ass. But I still think the film sucks, so there you go. Yeah, any new ones, I ain't doing that again. I'll say that. I ain't deleting it again. Any new ones I get. I'm like, no, sticking with it. You'd be pissed at me if you want. Fuck them. Favorite score from Jerry Goldsmith? Rambo First Blood Part 2. No, someone sent me this T-shirt. It's Guys at Dead Pit. It's like the old Mellow Yellow can. So they sent me this, which was nice of them. They sent me this a long time ago. It's like the old Mellow Yellow can. So reenactment of the plane crash. Uh, I'm trying to remember what the hell the plane crash was in that fucking movie. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kind words on the shirt. Yeah, it was a nice gift from the guys at Dead Pit. I like Jaws 3. I disagree. I think Jaws 3 is fun. When did Dead Pit Radio, which is a horror talk radio show back in the day. I first found them like 2007, 2006, probably around 2006. And then I would be on their forums. And I think like we just talked a little bit back and forth, like in comments when they started doing YouTube videos, and I started doing YouTube videos. And then they were like gone for a while, and then they came back onto YouTube, and they've been nice enough to invite me in decent amount of their streams. So that's been very fun. Fuck Jaws 4, it's a piece of shit. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna say this right here. I think Jaws 3 is better than Jaws 2. I don't hate Jaws 2, but I do think Jaws 3 is a better movie than Jaws 2. I do really believe that. Again, I like Jaws 2, but I think Jaws 3 is actually a better movie. I really do truly believe that. Other than the bad 3D effects. Hey there, Retro Analog. Hope you're doing well, man. This right here, Matt 2024. I don't know what you mean. I've used Letterbox. Yeah, I have a Letterbox account. I do have a Letterbox to see if I can find the. Because I even did like the favorite films and worst films. Like this is, see if it works. That's the worst film. Wait, my favorite films. I think that works. And then from there, it's like there's worst film. Like you could click on the name. There's worst films and stuff. Oh well, thank you, man. Pump a bump. The 33 and the third. You got 33 and the third chance to do that over there. And you take my 33 and the third, his 25 and 3/4 of the third, and we got 88 and 5/3. Papa Pump. I like Papa Pump. He's fat. He's fat ass, and he's fat. Smoke Joe. He's fat. Sorry. But hey Matt, hope you're well. I'm doing well, thank you, man. What franchise comes closest to perfect for you? The perfect franchise. Perfect. That's tough. Perfect. Well, I mean, this is all subjective. Just what does perfect mean? As in, for someone would say Alien or Predator, those franchises are perfect. I don't know how, but so for me, if it wasn't for Rambo 5, I would have said Rambo. If it was for Indiana Jones 5, I would say Indiana Jones. Nightmare on Elm Street has 5 in the remake. I can't say Rocky because you got Creed and Creed 2. Rocky 5 isn't the best. I mean, Back to the Future, I don't hate part 3, but I don't love it like other people do. I could watch it. I could watch Back to the Future. I could watch Back to the Future 3, but I don't love it like I like the first two more. Perfect franchise. I gotta think about this for a minute. But hey, fan of Eli, thank you once again for the request on Notch Goes Away. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for that. You know what? Someone said it. Yeah, Dirty Harry. I gotta say, Dirty Harry. I like all of those films. I like the first one. I love the Deadpool. Man Enforcer is my favorite. I like the Enforcer. I like um, there's Dirty Harry, Man Enforcer, the Enforcer. I'm always bad with the name. Sudden Impact. Sudden Impact. Yeah, I like all 5 Dirty Harry films. So yeah, I like all 5 of them. So yeah, I guess I would say. Well, I can't say the Evil Dead series because I did not like Evil Dead Rise. I did not like Evil Dead the remake. If you're talking the Evil Dead trilogy, okay, but I didn't. You said franchise, so Lethal Weapon. I don't love Part 4. I don't hate as much as other people. I don't hate as much as I used to, but I was not in love with Lethal Weapon 4. Um, I like the first 3 more. 4, I have issues with it. I have problems with it. But it looks so much better compared to a lot of other sequels later that I've warmed up to it. I used to be very much against Lethal Weapon 4, but it's not that bad. Watch it again. It's not that bad at all. It's just I still have little issues. I think just because you just see how old those guys are, and that's the point of it. And the fight with Jet Li is still a weird one for me. I don't know how else to put it. Because like he should be able to take these guys as much as I love these two guys, and it's not the Mel Gibson of the first one. It's not the Martin Ridge of the first one because he's so much older, so he's not going to be doing all those martial arts things like he did the first film, especially against Jet Li. So it's like in the back of your head, you're thinking, So I mean, yeah. So I guess Dirty Harry would be the answer to that. Because like I said, I liked all 5 of them. That's 5 movies, and none of them I hate. So, and the Deadpool, the last one, is one of my favorites. It's my second favorite after Magnum Force. Yeah, if it wasn't for John Wick 4, I would say John Wick. Can I do a Paul Bear impression? I don't know how to do impressions. I'm not an impression guy. But I mean, he did send in a super chat, so I should. I don't know how the hell he's like, oh, yes, John Wick 4 was a piece of shit. The Undertaker will come in and bury you 6 feet under. I don't even know how the hell to do impressions. I don't know. I don't do impressions. I'm not an actor or anything. So hi there, Jojo. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, thank you, Sloan. No, I don't know how to do impressions, but thank you. I appreciate it. Worst Evil Dead film, Evil Dead Rise. Gremlins or Goonies? Go with Gremlins. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot what I said, Lord Draugr. By the time I end the stream, I'm gonna forget everything I said anyway, so my memory's going. Getting older. My birthday's coming up. Bear with me. I'm getting older. I'm getting more senile. Raising Hell, good evening to you too. Josh Hartnett coming back. I wish it wasn't for an M. Night Shyamalan movie, but I mean, I don't mind Josh Hartnett. My favorite James Bond film, GoldenEye. Which director's worse? Both. Robert Eggers and Arias. They're both worse. Oh, thank you, Trevor. It's not till May 25th, but thank you. Love Die Hard 1 through 4. Fifth one sucked. Favorite song from 30 Seconds to Mars? Um, the one that's like This Is War. I think that one. The Take Care movie TV show. Yeah, I Dream. The world ended in 2025. Well, you need to be on Bill Murray's talk show. It's like Ghostbusters 2. Goldfinger's my favorite James Bond movie. The GoldenEye. GoldenEye is my favorite James Bond movie. GoldenEye, not Goldfinger. I like Goldfinger, but GoldenEye. Die Hard 5 sucks. I haven't seen Oppenheimer. Happy Gilmore 2, fuck that movie. Worst thing in Beau is Afraid, The Penis Monster. Bruce Willis's daughter's taking care of him. Well, that's nice of her to do that. Sad to hear about Bruce Willis, though. Tomorrow Never Dies. Yes, it is in my top 5 James Bond films. Yep, I would say that. Godzilla Minus One, I enjoyed that. That's a good one. No problem, Lucas. Worst comedy movie? I don't know. That's tough. I've seen a lot of bad ones. Fled? Is that the one with Stephen Baldwin? Oh, I thought the movie sucked. It's cool if you like it, man. I could not get into that movie. I thought the movie was pretty forgettable. I think Stephen Baldwin was not the right choice for that. I do not think Stephen Baldwin was the right choice for that movie, man. I really don't. And the one guy's like the worst comedy, I would say the in our garden, if that was a comedy, or the wet ones. Like those would be some of the worst comedies. Same with Fred the movie. That's one of the worst comedies. But yeah, Fled I could not get into at all. Yeah, Bulletproof 2 is bad, but I would still say Fred the movie was worse. The wet ones, that was worse. And other stuff. Yeah, movie 43 was bad. That review's still up. I'm not a fan of Shadow Conspiracy. I thought that was a really lame movie. I do like Terminal Velocity though, but I'm not a fan of Shadow Conspiracy. I thought that was a very boring, lackluster one. Because that's when George B. Cosmatos was sick, so he barely did anything on it. And but I like Terminal Velocity. Upgrade, not a fan of that movie. The worst kind of bad movie, an action movie that's not exciting, a horror movie that's not scary, or a comedy that's not funny. I would say a comedy that's not funny because then what else are you don't talk about? I mean, the action, if it's not exciting, you're hoping there's some kind of other stuff that'll be showcased. Same with a horror film. Because I don't really get scared of horror films. I just enjoy them, hopefully, for the characters or the atmosphere. But a comedy, if it's not funny, then there's really nothing else to try to look into. Upgrade has a dog shit ending that ruined the film, in my opinion. I don't use capture cards. I don't have capture cards. I either record off the PS4 if it's a PS4, or I use a camcorder and I aim it at the TV and I edit together. I have two camcorders, one to the TV, one looking at me, and I edit them together. If it's like other games. But yeah, fuck Upgrade. The ending ruined it for me. Wall Street 87, haven't seen in forever. Fair war movie? I don't know. I don't know. Hamburger Hill, I really enjoy. Full Metal Jacket, which is worse, Roar or Beast? Beast is worse. A Ninja Turtle Stranger Things comic? We're glad you enjoyed it. That's cool. Missing. Oh, missing. Moving. I like that with Richard Pryor. Like the movie. 1917. I like that movie. Batman 1989. I enjoy that film. Die Another Day. I probably say is worse than the other movie. Uh, Patro's. Yeah. Worst movie franchise. Yeah, Leprechaun's up there. It's up there. But sorry, I'm looking at the. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, Full Metal Jacket, good war film. I do like Idle Hands. I do like that movie. That's a fun one. Devon Sawa, Seth Green. That's an entertaining one that not a lot of people talk about. I know Stream Factory released a Blu-ray. I never did pick it up. Just just didn't think of it, but yeah, some pretty fun moments in that. Definitely has a good sense of humor to it. Definitely some Evil Dead 2 motifs in that movie. But Idle Hands is fun. Tech Force is one of the worst for me. Well, true. Which movie franchise had the worst downfall? Yeah, Alien is definitely up there after the first two. Do you think John Carpenter's thing's a masterpiece? I could see that, yeah. Favorite boutique label Blu-ray releases of all time? I don't know about all time. I don't know. That'd be too tough to even think. There's been so many at this point. I don't know what a favorite would be. The Hand, I never saw all the way through. Wars Vampire movie. Vampires was pretty bad. I don't know if that was the worst one, but that's pretty bad. Vampires with a Z. Foot Star Wars. Fuck Star Wars. My favorite boutique label overall. It keeps changing. I mean, I would say it used to be Stream Factory. Nowadays, seems like people like Tino Lorber are doing better. It was Dream Factory because they released, Watchers 2, I Come in Peace, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift, like films I was wanting forever on Blu-ray. The Ambulance with Eric Roberts. But nowadays they don't really release much, and I would say now Tino Lorber is kind of getting up there. Well, I don't hate every Star Wars movie. I like the first three, the original three. I mean, I like the original three Star Wars. I just mean Star Wars nowadays sucks. That's what I meant by that. But I like the original three Star Wars. I just don't like really any of the Star Wars of today. Except the Mandalorian. I did like the Mandalorian. The two seasons I saw, I did like that. Little Vampires, I barely remember. Criterion is doing well. Cool. Haven't looked much into Criterion because last time I did, their prices were a bit much for me, but haven't looked into Criterion. I like the original Star Wars trilogy, but I would not call them the GOAT. There's other ones I prefer. But I do like the original Star Wars films, but they're not in my top 100 favorite movies. I like them, but they're not in my top 100 favorite films. Oh, Disney turns everything to shit. I think that's why, like Ronin, I know you guys do a lot of reactions and videos and reviews. One of the reasons I don't comment a lot is because I know I'd be the Debbie Downer because I'm very critical on a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh, these guys, they look like they're having fun. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer. Like, this looks like shit. So I'm much more of the cynical, uh, much more cynical guy. I'll put it that way. I'm the cynical redneck. I'll put it that way. So, hey there, Miguel. Yes, I come in pieces getting a 4K from this would be Shell Factory. Vampires is worse, Samuel. Well, I mean, Alien is already in the shitter, so you can't really get much worse. Furiosa prequel, I don't fucking care. Mammoth Fury Road, I thought was okay, but it wasn't really a good Mad Max film because Mad Max sucked in his own movie. I mean, Charlize Theron was better, has some pretty good action scenes, some really nice visuals and music, but Mad Max sucked dick in his own movie. He was barely an asset in his own film. So it's like the worst part of Mad Max Fury Road was Mad Max. Should have been Mel Gibson. But Mel Gibson, he's canceled, so we can't have him. Fuck that shit. Should have been Mel Gibson, not Tom Hardy. And they made a big mistake on that. I think, Tom Hardy is not really the most memorable guy in that movie. And that's my issue. Because it's called Mad Max Fury Road. And it wasn't much of a Mad Max in terms of him. But it did have some good action and spectacle, so I did not hate the film. Some good visual feasts for the eyes and some good music. The only Tom Hardy performance I liked was the film he did called Lock, where it was mostly him in a car. I thought that was actually and Inception. I don't mind him in. I hate him as Bane. Hello, Batman. Well, you're welcome to die. And I hate him in Mad Max. And Furiosa, I don't care. I don't need a prequel about this character. I don't care about that idea. I don't care about that story. I just don't give a rat's ass about it. I don't know if I mean there are people who do care, but I don't think as many as they think. No, I'm fine. It's a 4K remaster because I don't need everything on 4K. It's got the Perfect Weapon has new features, has new interviews, has a better scan, and I prefer Blu-ray anyway to 4K. Because Blu-ray is easier to play on my players. It's easier to set up the Blu-ray player. It's easier to work the machine on it. So it doesn't bother me too. Well, thank you, Hopium. Paul Bearer promo. Are you asking me to do this in Paul Bearer's voice? Well, it's $20, so guess that's the least I could do. Steven Seagal, my Undertaker has noticed the inhuman amount of KFC chicken you've ingested. He's very disappointed in you. My Undertaker is willing to help you lose those pounds in the ring. Well, he's going to fail because he ain't going to lose those pounds. He's probably going to gain some after he don't go in the ring and gain more pounds, or he will eat the Undertaker. That's what Steven Seagal will do. He'll go in and eat the Undertaker. So, but thank you, Opium. I appreciate that. That's really kind of you, man. But so he's not going to lose pounds. He's going to gain them. He's going to eat the Undertaker, and then he's going to get more KFC, and then run back to Russia so he can dance like a fucking idiot for Putin again. At least he's not making movies. Stay over in Russia and don't make any more movies. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was a gift someone sent a while ago, the Leviathan laser disc. That's been there like, but I usually have like the Cobra poster, the Cobra in front of it, but they've always been there. But fair, make it a bit different. But thank you, Perry fan. I appreciate it. I'm excited for Sonic 3. You know what? The more I think about it, the less I'm excited about it. Because I don't like I like the first two, but I don't think they're going to learn their lesson. And that's why I have low expectations for it. I like Sonic the Hedgehog 1, I like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but I don't think they're going to learn their lessons, and that's what makes me leery on it. They're going to have the same stupid human characters that's going to take the screen time, and people don't go, I don't give a shit about these characters, I don't give a shit about their humor, I don't give a shit about what's going on. Fuck James Marsden, he's a piece of shit human being. James Marsden, go to hell, go fuck himself. So that's another problem I have. Unless he dies in the first 5 minutes, then I'd be happy. Fuck James Marsden. He's a piece of shit. And yeah, it's just going to be more of the humans that no one gives a fuck about and was worst part of Sonic 2. Yes, I have a VHS of Leviathan up there, and I think I have a DVD over there. Do you know the Knuckles show is not about Knuckles? I'm not surprised. I could have guessed that from the get-go. I'm like, it's going to take a lot more money for the special effect to be running around, and it's a TV show, so that they're not going to have much of the special effect. Lo and behold, they don't. So I'm not surprised. I could have guessed that from the get go. Fuck James Marsden. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit person. Go see the documentary Quiet on Set. He wrote to appeal to the courts in support of Brian Peck, who loved little kids and touched little kids. And James Marsden was one of the celebrities writing support for him, like on that Quiet on Set documentary. How you defend a P to the E to the D to the O that messed with Drake on Drake and Josh, that TV show, and admitted it. He confessed to it, and you write a letter in support of, oh, he's learned his lesson. He didn't even go to jail yet. How the hell did he learn his lesson? Fuck you talking about? So that was made public because they were able to get the records when they did that Quiet on Set documentary about the Nickelodeon shows. Ryder Strong, Will Friedle, uh, fucking James Marsden, they all wrote that. So I'm never satisfied with my videos, Perry fan. I'm never satisfied with them, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going a bit longer, but people have been nice enough sending super chats, so I'm like, oh wow, here's another super chat. So people have been very kind tonight on that. So I'm like, okay, I'll go a bit longer if that's the case. That's kind of how it went, honestly. Oh, another super chat? Cool, thank you. I'll go a little bit longer. This is kind of how it worked out. So yeah, I'm tired of the human characters. Let's go to these great environments in the games. This is what people want. They don't want Sonic in Hawaii. I'd let it go in the first two films. By the third, listen to the fans. No, Radio Snake, that's fine, man. Ah, I guess that's true. Yeah, Lester that did get washed away. That's true. I didn't think about that. I just because I didn't really think he got washed away. He more just went to the ground and froze because he fell through the ice. So I don't know if that counts being washed away, but I guess in a way. Well, thank you, Perry fan. I appreciate that. Well, Brian Peck was in a lot of things, Sally. He should be in jail. But that's just my opinion. Just like fuck Corey Feldman and fuck some of these other people. Video Master, we've talked about this before. But I guess I'll head out now. It's been about 3 hours. Thank you for people for stopping by. Thank you to the people out there for the generous super chats. I really appreciate it, man. Ronan, nice to finally talk with you. I know you guys are really kicking ass on your guys' channels with the reactions and stuff. So congrats on that, man. Who knows? Maybe we'll do something one day. Who knows? But uh, Hunk 100, yeah, Ronan, you have a good night. Lord Draughter, Trevor, Hunk 100, Alan, movie TV show. Yeah, everybody have a good night, man. Take care, everyone. Yeah, Radio Snake Invasion. Yeah, you guys have a good night. Take care. Stay safe out there. And we will see you guys later. Bye bye for now. Take care, Bobby, Alexander. Yeah, no problem, Ronan. Thank you, man. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now.